Hello there, my name is Richard. The first time you see my channel, I used to review cartoon series, anime series, so what's up in Completely Random, and today we'll talk about Hilda in the Mountain Throne. This is basically an animated movie from Netflix based on the series of Hilda. Now, that's one thing before you watch this review, you gotta watch this movie, you kinda need to see the series, because this is real on if you've seen both seasons, especially season 2. If you start watching this, you'll probably be a tad confused, because it does sort of require to know some knowledge. But besides this movie delivered, oh yes it did. It's something that I sort of was blown away that how much heart and depth and development all the characters have of this movie. This movie felt that needed to be a season 3 now, or this should be 10 episode series, but they decided to reduce it to a movie. In a way, I think that was a great idea, because how everything sort of connect to what happened to Hilda. She became a troll, and now she's sort of stuck there, doesn't know what to do, trying to understand why she became a troll and tried to communicate with others, also that sort of scared, till she realized that one of the trolls cursed her to take her place with one of their own kids, and wondering what you did that, why you cursed me, why I became a troll. And the sort of mother troll never really explained, at least not in the beginning. She's sort of coy, trying not to explain, trying to help Hilda to survive, to sort of drop a bomb that the only reason why she did it is to protect her child. And that is sort of kind of interesting, because who wouldn't sacrifice his own children to make them sure they're safe, especially the situation on the trolls, especially how the town trained the trolls, especially the captain, the guards, who want them to basically destroy all the trolls just because of glory, not because it's the right thing to do to protect the people, just because of glory. And that is sort of interesting, especially you kind of understand and feel the trolls. I mean, you could feel Hilda when the bells ring hurts her. You feel it. You feel the illusion of the pain they have just for one little bell. And especially when they find out one big ass bell, what they do to them, you just kind of understand why they have this sort of hatred. But I love that later on they explains even more why they hate the town. That if you not see the movie, this is a spoiler, this is the point, just click off. But you find out you have their mother of all trolls under the town. The reason why she stayed there is because she didn't want to hurt the town folk. She thought, oh, walk away. But I love it that it's sort of interesting. She sort of sacrificed herself to stay there so she not hurt the human beings. And the reason why all the trolls sort of despise the human beings, even want to hurt them, besides they torture them with bells, they just despise them because they sort of cannot connect to the mother anymore. That sort of speak volumes, especially with all the sort of mother reference, everything connected to Hilda's mom and the mom troll who did it to Hilda, and that sort of pain what mothers need to sort of sacrifice to protect their own children. That spoke a lot. I mean, especially with Hilda's mom struggled to find her own daughter, sort of kind of wondered to accept this new child as my own. Should I protect it? Should I not? Did they ever see her talking to herself? But you could tell she is sort of worried. She wondering what she actually can do. In other words, especially when you finally found Hilda, that tears of her eyes, you just felt it. I think that's the best way to describe the whole movie. You feel, you don't see the scenes, you are in the scenes, because when Hilda's mom hugged Hilda, you just want to cry with her. You felt the pain, especially all the time she trying to figure a way to find her, even to eventually break the rules, kind of help the Albert, the captain of the guards. She sort of helped them to find the sort of troll city to help her find her daughter, but at the same time that probably wasn't a good idea because Albert was an asshole. And that's the best described because the guy was just selfish. He's just thinking of himself, especially all that sort of propaganda he delivers to see destroy our evil monsters. They should be destroyed, and you realize they're not monsters. You're the monster. You're the one who keep pushing away. They actually doing nothing because the trolls really did care about their mother and respect her enough to keep away in the town, except for one or two who were just tired of it because you understand how they feel. But I love it they also portrayed the trolls as equally as harmful as the humans, because trolls are like humans at some points. They are some good, some evil, some just disturbed, and you sort of get a glimpse of that world in that sort of interesting, especially how Hilda sort of trying to figure out how she can transform back, especially her friends are tempted to help out the other side, and they sort of try every single trick to understand how to bring her back, even they don't know where she is. They were the A-team. They did whatever they can to help her. Now, I think the interesting thing is how Hilda sort of little by little trying to accept becoming a troll, even that she doesn't want to, even that she really wants to go to see her mom once again. And she tried in the movie, but she sort of couldn't because of the bells. But I love it they sort of accidentally met this other troll, this humongous guy that you didn't know who he is, but you sort of hinted at that this guy could be dangerous because how the sort of cave was set up, the certain strange way with a bunch of bells sort of guarding the gate of the hallway of the cave. And Hilda, because how small she is, she easily passed through everything. He started talking to the troll, understanding that she thinks, oh, this troll trying to help me, I'll help him. Once more, Hilda being sympathy and always trying to help others, that could be easily a double-edged sword for her. It's something that she learned sometimes. You can't really trust everyone, especially if cave have a lot of bells. That sort of was kind of obvious not to go in there, but at the same time she was sort of desperate, especially how this giant troll sort of convinced her that she can transport back to normal, just give me my red little ball eye, and all the lore he came with this. And that was sort of fascinating because I think all the two seasons in the movie is the only one that actually go in depth what is the troll world, what they do, how they created this mountain. It was great to see that. Especially you find out this giant troll was technically the king of all trolls. Well, yeah, he's the one who basically ruled everyone. You think, oh, he's a good person. No, he wasn't. And that's why I love this movie. It points out, doesn't matter which society you are, there are good people and bad people always in the group. And this is, I think, the best way to show that is true. Now, especially when the King Troll kind of tricked Hilda to give her his eye, to give her the bell, so he can attack the town to get what he wants, to get his mother back. The point that happened, it became Attack on Titan. I mean, the destruction, the death, the point that you think everybody gonna die, there will be no winners. That sort of point that you kind of, this is impossible. This is not gonna happen. This is a Hilda show. It won't go that far, but it sort of did. You felt the threat. I was like panicking. I was like freaking out. Like, no, they're not gonna do it, right? This is a family show, right? Right? I was completely wrong because at moments I was kind of dropping my mouth to the floor because I was so shocked the things they get away with, the things, the destruction, in understanding the situation they actually did, especially what happened at the very end. I was like, God, that was amazing. Especially what happened to Captain the Guards, that he sort of realized what he did was sort of wrong, but he was sort of rushed a little bit. Like, I think that's the only maybe complaint. He wasn't rushed. They showed the magic gooey red ball, because sort of let him understand even more, but you never see the process, the thing he must see to make him better. You just see him go in, he sort of try to understand, and they cut off like in the beginning. That I wish they actually get more time to see what happens next. But other than that, how everything sort of wrapped up, that yeah, we save everybody, but technically we're not yet in the clear. It's sort of baby steps. Like, I love things sort of change on the better, but it's slowly trying to understand each other, trying to communicate the best way to be peaceful of trolls and humans. And that sort of comfort, because the reality, real world, it takes time. It takes a lot of proper ways to make things work. And I love it. They actually point that very end, that's the most important thing: patience and time and a lot of empathy. And that kind of gave me a tear in my eye, because it really was so good, so well handled. I want to cry, in other words. No, of course, I'm tad scared if they want to make season 3, for one simple reason, because Hilda, a King of the Mountain Trolls, was the final book of the whole series. They don't have any more books out, so I'm wondering if they continue your series, maybe that was a bad idea. Hope they stop here, because this movie were perfect. That you don't need a season 3. If they do, you have a chance to ruin it. That I hope they don't. This is stop. Please let this be. This movie ended so perfectly. I just enjoy it. Now I have one question. Do you see this movie? Do you hate it? Do you like it? Tell me down below. Let me know. I got really nothing else to say. Just one thing. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and have a wonderful day. Bye.